Time to garden. This year, I'm all set. I'm all ready. We got 20. No, no, no. I'm going to actually look at it because I know that today it kept shocking me. Okay, this morning it was 19 degrees. It is now right here in Maryland. It is 7:54. It is now 37 degrees. Hopefully, if everything goes according to my plans, I will be out in my yard tomorrow morning, and I will be pruning these fruit trees to let sun into the trees. That's what I will be doing. This is the morning garden, and I think that you'll get more fruit, a healthier tree if you just get out there and actually prune it. So last year I didn't get a real big crop with apples and peaches. Peaches did okay, um, but the apples not so much. But they're still very young trees. Keep that in mind. Um, Hello, how you doing, Mr. Price? Long time no see. Long time no see. Um, and so, being as though I have everything already prepared and ready, I will not be. Hello, how you doing? Um, so we are. It's a different year, and things are different. It's not. It's so much of. Well, do I feel like planting a garden? Do I think I might? Because it sounds like fun. But I'm looking at the fact that food is going to be kind of scarce. So you want to make sure that you have, um, food on your property so that you can have backup and also save cost and also eat healthier. Um, so that's where I'm at with that. Also, um, it's nothing wrong with being prepared. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Somebody collected what they give out here in Baltimore City and also the county as well here in Maryland. They give out these boxes of food that to give to residents here. You go up to the back of the truck and there's a line and you get a box and it has a number of different items that you can eat. Also, there's some fresh vegetables in the box. So what I did, and also fruit. Um, so what I did was I took the fruit, and I don't much eat fruit from the box. I'll give it to someone else. But the potatoes is what I kept, and it was a reddish sort of potato. It wasn't quite red, but it was kind of brownish red. I don't know what variety it is, but if it was grown here in Maryland, chances are it's a potato that matures quickly, like in about 80 days on average. Some potatoes will take up to 110 days, but the one that I have is already starting to produce eyes, and so I said, wait a minute, why don't I use this year? Which the way I grow potatoes is a little different than most people. I simply throw them on the ground about 9 inches apart from each other. That's just something I do. And then I cut my grass and put about 6 inches of grass over top of the potatoes and allow them to do what potatoes do, which is grow. And they'll push up through that grass and and produce a bunch of beautiful potatoes right from the grass. You don't have to put fancy fertilizers on it. You don't have to do anything digging and all that sort of thing. So that's just let's see. Hello, hello. How you doing? They say hello, morning gardener, and chat. Yeah, that's how you do it. So potatoes I will grow this year. Definitely going to put in some ginger because ginger I did pretty good. I did real good last year, folks, with ginger. I simply put them in a container. I like to grow them in a container, but put them in a container. Threw me a bunch of worms I found on the property in the container. Maybe about 6, 7 worms. Threw them in there just for the heck of it. Put in a bunch of mulch on top, which is the um, tree cuttings. Now that they're about a year old now, they're breaking down. I put that over top of it, about 2 inches, maybe three, and allow the ginger to just come up through the mulch, and they stay moist. They stay cool because of the on the hot scalding hot days of summer. They stay nice and cool, and they throw up a bunch of plants. There's a bunch of food in there, which is the mulch, and it helps the plants grow big, strong, and healthy. So that's what I do, and I don't do a lot of digging anymore. Those days are gone. I don't do that anymore. I don't do it because it don't work for me. It's too much work. I'm not going to be out there straining muscles and pulling stuff and digging in the soil and tearing up my soil, um, killing the life forms in the soil by ripping up their homes and everything. We think that that's normal. That's how we're supposed to do it, but everybody garden is different. Everybody garden is different, and everybody garden in a different manner. And so, whatever we were shown, we tend to garden like that. So I don't do it anymore. I found out just simply just putting the plant uh, on top of the soil after I put my mulch down. After I put my mulch down and put my plant on top, uh, I plant them kind of deep, and I'll go ahead and wait for the return. I don't have to, and I do stress. If you got a source where you can get these, and you have room for it, if you want to get these wood chips, gold, folks, absolute pure gold. That's fertilizer. And if they drop a 10,000 pounds of that stuff in front of your, in your garden area, mine. The only problem I have is it's hard to get to with the truck. It's hard. I got lines overhead. I got a small area where the truck pulls in. It's always usually wet, so they got to bring out these big rubber mats for the truck to sit on and dump. Once they dump, I just leave it. I just leave it right there, and in about a year, it's pure gold. But I have a pile there now. I'll use that this year. Before I even get anywhere halfway through it, I'll order another load and have that on their table. So when they are in the area and they say, "Hey, can you take us today?" Call me a day ahead of time, uh, and I'll take it. When you coming in this area, that way you don't have to pay to go somewhere else and dump it. You could dump it on my property free. And also, I gotta call them and let them know, never dump unless I call you and tell you, because I've had them come uh, twice in one day. That was 20,000 pounds of wood chips. And I'm gonna tell you something. If I showed you the photos, it was like a mountain in front of my house, on the side of my house, and it was crazy. It was crazy. But I got rid of them. I used it, but I had cars driving by, slowing down and looking and saying, "What the heck is that?" Because it looks like just fresh wood mountains is what it looked like. Them trucks, those trucks hold a lot, and when they dump, even one truck, but you get two of them to dump. Look out! You won't see your driveway for months. So this year, um, I'm looking at things that I can do to improve upon my trees. I gotta tell you, I bought a pole saw. But I didn't buy the battery operated one because all the research that I did. Great day to you and fellow Earthlings. Hello, how you doing? Everybody know the food farmers permaculture. Everybody know him. Everybody know him. He's He's the kind of guy that could grow a garden on a parking lot. You know, that's the knowledge base he's on. He could grow it right there on asphalt. He could still grow a garden. But uh, you know, I'm all set. I went through my seeds. A lot of my seeds are older. I don't know how. I don't know how I really feel about that, but I'm going to over plant so that I can make certain that I get enough plants. It's key to what I do sometimes is I make sure I have enough plants. I'm not worried about, and you know, I don't want to worry about, oh, I only have 6 plants. No, I want to do, if I need 6 plants, I do 20. And that way, if something goes wrong with a couple plants, I got backup. Because the time you can never get back again once you waste that time. So tomatoes definitely going in. Um, Ginger's going in. I saved a little, but I say little small cuttings from the ginger. Uh, let's see, one spring here, one southern. Okay. Hate when my phone ring when I'm online, but I'm not going to answer. Yeah, I'm not going to answer. Excuse me. Ba 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 ba. Let's see, little spring here and southern Ireland. Oh, okay, okay. It's spring. I think you're saying it's spring there where you are. Here, it's what did I say earlier, folks? Did I say it was like 43 degrees? Because 37 degrees. And this morning it was 19 degrees. I'm glad to see all of y'all out there. I mean, you know, wish I could see, but, you know, but I'm just saying, I'm just glad. And I got a feeling I'm going to do a big, beautiful, bountiful garden this year. I mean, I got everything in place. Uh, all I care about is building soil. That's it. That's all I care about. I see the creek. I see the creek walker. All right, says hey. Hi, hey to you too. All right. Um, and so all I want to do is grow as much food as I can because I got a feeling I'm gonna have to help some people this year. Um, and and I also want to get into storing food, tomatoes, cucumbers. I might try some melons. Um, I don't like cantaloupe enough to actually want to grow it. But if I run across any really good seeds or something, I might mess with them. I have planted spinach, kale, lettuce, broccoli. Oh, oh my goodness, you already planting. And it sounds like you planting food farmers permaculture. You planting a lot of things I'm planting because I know I'm doing kale. Let's see, 5 inches snow on the ground here, and yeah, it sounds like you start your seeds indoors for now. Yep. And I could have got my seeds started today by simply going out onto the property and cutting open one of those big bags of peat moss, put it in my container, get me some uh, perlite or vermiculite, load it up, mix it up, and once I load it up, bring it indoors, let the temperature warm it up, because you know you don't plant seeds in really cold material, but you want to make sure that you let it warm up, wet it down, let it sit overnight, and then you start loading up your trays, get your marker out and your tape, label everything, date everything, start the process. Um, you definitely get your kale on the move. Definitely get your collard greens on the move. And you grow enough of that, you are one happy rabbit. You're one happy rabbit. Good evening, all. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Sunny and warm. Cherry bloom. Well, cherries are blooming. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. See, See, folks, now you know Food Farmers permaculture is not right. Now he talked about his weather is cooperating right now, and the rest of us is dealing. I mean, we're cold. We are cold. Planted in, let's see, collards already. Put in collards already. I got to catch up with you, Food Farmers permaculture. I got to catch up with you. I'm going to start mine indoors tomorrow. I'm gonna start mine indoors tomorrow. I got a 72 tray. I'm gonna load it up, and get the ball rolling. Yeah, get the ball rolling. I'm look at it like when I get like this, that means it's time to get in the garden because this only thing will resolve this shaking is to get the garden started. And this year I want to just I grow it nature's way. I keep it simple. I say I planted Swiss chard seeds today. And okay. A lot of people showing off in here talking about they started seeds already, so they're ahead of me on the jump. They already got me. They got me on the ropes. They already started their stuff. And that's but that's what you're supposed to do. Get it started. I want to see Food Farmers Permaculture fruit trees this year. I think I'm. Wait, let me show y'all something. I think I may have saved my grapevine that I thought was almost dead. Let me see. Now let me see what I got here. I just want to show you this real quick if I can get it to open. Yeah, but I did what I could do, folks. I said I can't lose this grapevine because I paid with shipping and all. I paid almost I don't know $20 for it back when I bought it. To me, that's a lot of money for a piece of vine that they stuck in the ground and leafed out and let it grow roots and then sold it. Um, and it was a healthy plant, but I got it. And now this year, I almost lost it. I did lose Hobbit, folks. Let's just have a moment of silence. I did lose the kiwi plant that last year Home Depot had, and it's the kind that's a hardy kiwi that has male and female. And I lost it. I mean, I lost it. And I lost it, and it was real sad because I said to myself, "Man, I don't believe this thing died." Um, With Mailchimp, you can design beautiful marketing assets and no. I'm trying to stop. I didn't mean to do that, folks. But yeah, it definitely it died, and I With said, Mailchimp, you can design. And I looked at it and said, "This is ridiculous." I said, "Grapes grow in a location where the best in the ground." Okay. Well, I still am, and I'm gonna show you this. I hope some of you can see it. Um, no, you can't see it. Wait a minute. Yeah, you might be able to see this. I don't know if you can see that. No, see that's the plant, and I got it to leaf out like that. First, it was just a little white dot, and that's one of my videos there. But it's see what's on top there, folks. That is um, weeds. I simply chopped and dropped right in the uh, in the pot. That's what I did, and it works. It works for any plants. You just simply, I mean, if they are already growing in your pot anyway, or you got some grass clippings, you could just put them in the pot, and that's me trying to feel it, just that moisture in there, and it keeps the soil moist. It keeps the soil temperature kind of regulated, and look how healthy the leaves look on that. And not, they haven't been fertilized or anything. They're just eating what's in the pot. I got a few worms in there. I always throw a couple of them in there. And see what I mean? And that's how you do it. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So that's what I did. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's all. So that grapevine is doing good. And once I get it out and in the ground, I'm going to put some wood chips around it and really, let's see. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. She said, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, gardening is cool. Gardening is very cool. And I'm growing everything now, and I'm spending less money because of one factor. All the grass in my yard is viewed differently. All the weeds in my yard are viewed differently. I look at this stuff different now. All I do is go over it with the lawnmower in the bag, pour it into what we call, I pour it into, let me get my words right. I pour it into a pile and I use it as a compost. And people say, well, won't the weeds, won't the, no, 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 they won't. I do fine. I don't have any issues with it. Let's see. Good evening, girl at Homesteaded. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. People are chiming in. Let's see. Nice chop and drop is the best. Let's see. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Food Fathers Permaculture. Um, because the thing about it is, you do not have to. I'm saying this nice and slow. You do not have to go to the big box store in the sky to grow a beautiful garden. You do not have to. And even though a lot of gardeners will tell you to go to the big box store, they'll tell you that in a minute because that's what they know. And they're only giving you what they know. And then you got a bunch of them that are making money. And I have nothing wrong with making money, but you should guide people right. You should say, look, this is what I do. It pays my bills. So that's it. But they're saying, go get this and go get this and go get that. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. Gas is almost $40 a gallon. And 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 that's expensive. Hey, food folks of a culture is say garden is a homestead. All right, that's what I like about that. People are talking to each other, sharing, especially in these days and age, day and age. Yeah, I don't know how much fertilizer I got downstairs in my storage. It's got to be well over. I mean, they're all in bags. They're all in bags, and you know that stuff could be sold because I bought it for a dirt cheap price. That's the only reason why I bought it. Because if you see a $7 bag, $8 bag that they're selling for $1.95, come on now, come on now, and it's like names like what's that one called? Doctor Earth or Doctor something? Doctor Earth, I think it is. Yeah, you get that stuff. It's I got it because I said I could, I could use this, and and then when I want the best fertilizer, I go out there and cut some grass. That makes my fruit trees grow the sweetest apples. Sweetest apples. Peaches. You bite into them, the juice, sweet, runs down your arm. And you say to yourself, the grocery store peaches aren't like this. Wonder why? Well, they're growing them with the perfect condition, best temperature, the best food that they make synthetic foods, and water, which they put chemicals in to help plants do certain things. I don't want all that. I collect rainwater to water my garden in two 55-gallon drums. I water them with that. I also cut my grass. I make compost out of that. I make compost out of my tree cuttings. I also order wood chips in on my property and make tons of of fertilizer. I'm not playing around. And plants need food. Some of the plants happen to be heavy feeders. Yep. Oh, okay, I got you there. You doing a soil video. I love the soil videos. Anybody want to get my attention a lot, just those soil videos. Because the soil videos are absolutely the key to the kingdom of filling your body with lots of proteins and vitamins and all that. That's the deal. You know, that's the deal. The minerals and all that. And so when I cheat and people come to my property, sometimes neighbors walk up on my property and they say, "Where did you look at these? Oh my goodness. How did you, what is that?" I said, "That's squash." "Oh my God, look how big it is. And it's so shiny and beautiful looking." I said, "Yeah." They said, "What are you using?" And I look over at them, see if they sincere, and I say, "I'm using grass. I'm using weeds." "What do you mean using grass and weeds?" I said, "I'm using grass and weeds." And she says, "I don't know what he's talking about. I think he been out in the sun too much. He don't know what he's talking about. What do you mean he growing vegetables with weeds? What is he talking about? I don't understand him." Yeah, that's what I do. I simply take my lawnmower, I cut my grass, I go around, I cut the weeds, I go around, grab vines, I push them down in the thing, and I put them in a compost pile. And when I do that, they start to sink down because they're decomposing. And when I make my potted plants, like I do collard greens sometime in one single plant in a pot, something to do, or put cucumbers in a 5 gallon bucket, something to do, and I put the layer about that thick around them of compost. When it rains, it washes the material down through the bucket. I got some worms in there, and they just go crazy. They go crazy. Say make soil fast. Yeah, yeah, make soil fast. Yeah, I see you. I hear you. I'm having a good time, folks. I love this. Now I just figured out how to operate this thing here. I pushed a button up. No, it still disappeared. It still disappeared. When you type, it'll stay up there for a few seconds and then here. But I want to see something here. If you can make them stay. Let's see. Super chat members. Let's see. Now let's see. Let's see. Top chat. Messages such as all messages are visible. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Just learning how to use this thing, folks. That's what I'm doing. So that's what I do. I'm growing everything this year. Just having a good time. I'm growing everything. I got enough room out there on the property. Oh, and the fun trees going in this year is called Wonderful Pomegranate. I'm planting it right next to the house because I was talking to Food Farms Permaculture about a year ago, maybe about a year or more ago, and we talked about creating a climate zone that would the house could heat up during a certain time of the day and radiate that temperatures back towards the plants. And it does it with my apple trees. Why not have the pomegranate there? Also, I want to keep. I don't want the pomegranate in containers his whole life. Pomegranate. Here's what it is. It's a very expensive fruit. Very expensive. And here we pay on average of about I think $3.99 a piece. Why not grow that? You know. And where did I get this plant from? Oh yeah, I got it from Home Depot. Home Depot put these plants out for sale so young that they were little strings. When I mean, I call them strings, but they was about 12 inches, 13 inches long. And I looked at them; they were $10. I said, man, I feel like a crazy man uh, buying two little strings. And I mean, I can't believe this. And so, at any rate, I bought them and I put them in um, the garden. Oh my goodness! And then when the winter came, I looked at how they were still soft and wasn't very woody, and I said, "Don't leave them out here, because you did the other one like that. You brought it indoors, and allow it the second, yeah, yeah, you allowed it to harden off. Then you put it back outside. Then once it got woody, you didn't have to worry about it. So that's what I've been doing with the the kiwi plants. I have one kiwi plant on the property, which is called a the roots. Pomegranate, Um, let's see. Let me get that back. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, do that. Do that. Definitely plant pomegranate. Those suckers are so healthy for you to eat. It don't make sense. Pomegranate. Yeah, you want to grow pomegranate if you have room for it. Now the thing about them is they do get big. They do get big. So you're gonna have to stay on them. They're gonna grow like a bush, or you could kind of try to groom it like a tree. But here in where I'm at, Zone 7B, I'm gonna have to grew mine um, like a bush, because the winters here are so cold that it could kill the plant. I'm at the tail end of it. It'll grow in Zone 7, and I'm in Zone 7B. That's at the end of it. So it's between Zone 10 and Zone 7. Uh, the wonderful ones. Then they do have other types of pomegranate that will grow in colder climates, but the most sought after, uh, pomegranate is the wonderful, because of its size, its sweetness. Um, people tend to get that one. More the Russian varieties are very seedy, very hard seeds in them, less pulp around the uh, seeds, and so you get less. So I don't want that. And when I got the plant, uh, wait a minute, let me see if I can show you a picture of lead pomegranate that was brought indoors. Again, I brought it indoors because this was the first year I got it, and this is what I do. I'm not telling nobody else to do that. I brought it indoors because I said I'm not losing this plant. Um, and I brought it indoors, and now it did something crazy. It just started growing all crazy, and I'm looking at it saying, "Why is this plant trying to take over in the house?" And that's it. Wait a minute, I don't know what this is. Somebody video came on before mine. That's not going to work. Okay, see the size of it? That's about a year old, and it's trying to grow all over the place. And when I brought it in the house, it just started doing this. It just started leafing out and acting crazy. And it does have some beautiful leaves in the fall. They turn almost like gold. Um, and then they got the incredible, beautiful red flowers that it produces, um, that hummingbirds tend to like. And that's the plant. It's about almost 3 feet tall. So it goes in the ground this year. That's my pomegranate. It cost me $10 at Home Depot. Because everywhere I went online, they had little plants about that tall, and they were like $20 plus shipping. So they making their profit on them. People who are producing these cuttings and rooting them and sending them to you. And when it dies, try getting your money back. Try talking to them. They don't have time to keep sending you back and forth plants. Home Depot gave you a warranty for 1 year. One plant that I had that died, which was the what I just said, it was the kiwi. I'm gonna try and take that back. I'm gonna try to take that back, and I hope I can do it without. I got the box that came in, and I hope I saved the receipt, because most people when they get the plants, they get those plants. Once they got them, they figure, oh, nothing gonna happen to it. And they get rid of the receipt. No, keep the receipt. Keep the receipt. Well, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. I done talk you good people ears off, because I'm like that person that I get on here and I just get to talking yab 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 like a Pac-Man. And age alert. Whenever when you mention games like that, the kids go, "What? Pac-Man? What is that?" Um, so I'm all set. I think tonight I'm gonna go through my seeds again, see what I have, see what I want, and try to narrow it down to what I'm gonna actually grow. Definitely putting in some, we call them herbs. Definitely putting in herbs. Herbs are incredible to have, especially thyme. I'm gonna grow some thyme this year, so that's my deal, and uh, and that's gonna make me happy. All right, good people. This is the Morning Gardener. Let's see. I planted pomegranate seeds in a pot last year, and now they are. Wait, let me see something with that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you're smart. You're a smart lady. They are. Yeah, you planted the seeds. They are. Man, they made it through the winter. I like that. That's a smart lady there. You saved more money than I did. You grew your own seeds. You grew your own plants. And what you do with those, I'm going to suggest crazy phone. Uh, let me see what I got here. Crazy phone, leafing out. Oh, I knew what you meant. Yeah, yeah, I knew what you meant. But the thing about it is, let me just say this. What was I going to tell you? Yeah. So if let's say you have seed you grow, pomegranate, good example. I don't know what kind of pomegranate they came from. I don't know if you put that up there, but but if let's say that they're wonderful, you grow them out a little bit, put them in some pots, and then contact Craigslist and put up there pomegranate, because you'll sell them. You'll definitely sell them. Pomegranate, um, bush or tree. I might say tree. Pomegranate tree, and you put a price there, and you will sell them. You'll sell them. What kind of seeds? Wait, let me see because it disappeared again. Let's see. What kind of pomegranate seeds did you use? No, mine are if you bought them from a grocery store, most of the time they what they call pomegranate, they call wonderful, and that's the most popular one. Yeah, wonderful. What I see? Yeah, wonderful. Yep, that's the one. And if you grow them and you sit back and you let them grow, let's say you really got ambitious and you put 30 or 40 seeds in a flat and grew them out. Let them get about 6 8 inches tall. Um, that you looking at nothing but money. It's like eating the pomegranate and then turn around and getting your money back many folds over. You just getting your money back because people will buy that, especially with this food crunch that we got that's getting ready to happen. People say, wait a minute, this lady on Craigslist, she's selling pomegranate trees. And they'll know yours are cheaper than the stores because once they start, people start getting hungry, they will start shopping around for food plants like trees and bushes and vines that produce food. When they see yours on there for like $6 a plant, say for instance, I'm just like putting it out there, $6 a plant, they're gonna come to you and try to buy 3 and 4 and 5 plants at a time. But if you said no, I'm gonna do $10 a plant, you're still gonna get your money. You're still gonna get your money because Walmart is selling for $10 a plant. So they might say no, let's go to Walmart. But if you do $9 or $8 a plant, they'll take a chance on you. They'll take a chance. They are about 8 inches tall now. Oh, they're perfect. They're perfect. They're perfect. Yeah, they're perfect. You can sell them things. Keep what you're gonna keep. Sell the rest. And that way, you make some scratch. Excuse me. You make some money. Yeah. So that's what you want to do. That's what I suggest you do. And if you like the habit of making money like that, the next pomegranate you get, you save even more seeds and put them in a flat, 40, 50 seeds in there. You're not gonna lose nothing. I have, let's see, 12, 18 months or less. I heard they, let me see something here. I heard they were fruit in the first month. Yeah, yeah, about that. Yeah, about that. About a year and a half, 2 years, that they will produce. And and they're not real fussy about what kind of soil they grow in. Uh, they're not real fussy, but they will get big. They will get big. So you're gonna be happy with that because pomegranate is an expensive piece of fruit. Same thing, folks. If you're out there and you got grapevines growing all over your property and you get grapes from them, you're tired of eating the grapes. In fact, but you know what kind of grape it is. That's important. You could take cuttings from it in the fall, stick them all in little flats, let them leaf out. Which ones die, but which ones leaf out, and you let them leaf out real good, let them root real good. Put them in little cheap pots and put them online. They're not online, but you could do them online too. But it's a little bit more expensive. But if you did the Craigslist thing, I do the Craigslist thing and put them online, and people gonna get hungry. And when they see the grapevines in the store online, say buy. I say buy Morning Garden and all. I gotta run. Take care now, Mr. Price. Take care. And you put them online. What's gonna happen is they're gonna look at the prices in the store about 25, $30 a plant. Yours be like $12 a plant. Guess where they're gonna buy them at? I'm gonna let you answer that. They're gonna buy them from you. They're gonna buy them from you. They're gonna come by your crib, be like an older lady, and she gonna say, "Yeah, I'll take 3 of them." And she know what she get ready to do with 3. She said, "I want some grapes at my house, cause these grapes in the store now, you cannot afford them. You cannot afford them if you're a regular person. You can't afford them. If your income is regular, you can't afford grapes. Um, Grapes are gonna be expensive. You grow your own. You get unlimited supply. You get the better grape instead of getting grapes that have been pumped with a whole bunch of chemicals um, and given a hormone to get bigger. I got. I got. I said, thank you so much for the idea. Oh, anytime, anytime. I'm just glad you stopped by because I was sitting here in the house and saying to myself, I got to go out there and trim these trees tomorrow, and I got a lot of trees, and I'm not looking forward to that. But if I want a lot of big healthy pears this year. I'm gonna have to trim these suckers back so the sun can get into the canopy and warm up the tree and hit those pears and make those pears produce big healthy pieces of fruit. That's what you want. That's what you got to do. Got to get up off your bum and get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. This is the Morning Garden Show. I have talked your ears off. And so I want to make sure that I gave you some valuable information. I hope I did. And I hope that some of you remember. If you do stop by and watch this video later or whatever, leave a comment, you know. You can tell a friend, hey, this guy is giving away all this great gardening information. He's knowledgeable. And I'm just saying, go to the Morning Gardener show and chime in on this guy. This guy, well, when does he come on? I don't know. Sometimes, we hit him up and ask him when you coming on, and he'll come on, because I tried getting a schedule, but my job is just really crazy. But I've always put the videos up, and I like it when people leave a comment, and I always get back in touch with them. They'll tell you that when he gone and get back in touch with you. Well, I'm gonna take this thing out of here, this iPad, so I can get it charged. Can everyone out there hear me pretty clearly and see me pretty clearly? I just want to make sure this is a good method of communicating with you, cause my computer's down right now. Oh, all right, and you can hear me. Yes, all clear. I'll say good to start and replay. Okay, thank you, folks. Thank you for everything. And I appreciate you put yes. Somebody put yes. They can hear me. I love that you can hear me. Always remember, take care of your soil. That's the key. There are no magical formulas for growing this and that. This soil. If you treat your soil with the right foods and you take care of the biology in the soil, you are on your way to growing your health and growing your healthy soil. This is the Morning Gardener. Thank you very much. And remember to keep on growing. Yeah.